Hello collective, welcome to Earth Year 2025. We have made it, you guys. 2024 literally felt like 3 months. I do have some channeled messages to share with you guys, and I wanted to share a little bit insight into what 2025 will hold for all of you. I was kind of brought with this idea to split the year based on quarters. So there's 4 quarters per year, 3 months per quarter. And for the 4 quarters, we're going to be focusing on a different element. So in 2025, we're going to focus on the elements, you guys. I'm going to be providing different practical earth-related tools you can use that are very much applicable to your everyday life, things that will help you with your personal and professional development as well. You will have posts every week, twice a week, and we're always, of course, going to stick with those weekly intuition checks, but we're also going to include other aspects of knowledge around, the elements. And so I was kind of dabbling with what element to start with, and really was thinking, should I connect it to the month that we're in, the current astrological sign that we're in? And I realized maybe that wouldn't make sense with the season, because there's like 3 seasons in this next 3 months. Like we've got Earth energy with Capricorn, Aquarius season, and Pisces season in this first quarter. So I will probably be focusing on something different, and actually I've been guided to really fine tune our first element here with the fire element. And that is because 2025, my friends, is ruled by the planet Mars. And so we are going to be focusing on the fire element this first quarter for the next 3 months. Again, different tools that you will have available to you to help you understand how to use the fire element to your benefit. I'm hearing as above, so below. Because 2025 is a Mars ruled year, we're really going to see the push for every single person, no matter where Mars is in their chart, what house it's in, what astrological sign they have it in, and what chapter of their life. We're all going to experience an aspect of Mars. And although there are different elements, astrological things that are going to happen in 2025 that may place harder emphasis, a more serious emphasis in the world stage with what's going on, maybe with the truth coming to light. Of course, we are in the age of Aquarius, so we do have to acknowledge that. We also have to acknowledge that 2025 is really going to be filled with a lot more air energy, and so we have to tune and tap into that, as well as the fire energy as well. And so where does those two things align? Where do you see air in your chart? Where do you see fire in your chart? And if you don't have either of those elements in your chart, focus on where or what sign is in your Mars placement. And the way that you can learn about this, some of you guys already know this, so this might be repetitive info, is by knowing your chart, looking up your date of birth and your time and location. The exact time of your birth is very important here to knowing the rest of your chart, as well as your rising sign, meaning the sign that's expressed outside of you. So if you don't already know this information yet, there's so many free tools. You just go on Google, you can search up free astrology chart or astrology chart, and just know your time of birth. My mom honestly didn't remember. She was like, it's in between these 30-minute marks, and that's totally fine, as long as there's like a rough roundabout, because every 30 minutes it kind of shifts. But yeah, you could, at least if you had that hour locked in, you'll be good. You could be a cusper as well. So Mars being a very interesting planet, okay, I believe Mars is ruled by Aries, and someone will have to correct me if I'm incorrect. We have that fire energy already included there. 2025 being a 9-year, okay, so we have endings happening on the earth plane, on the world stage. A lot of the stragglers in the collective will be wrapping up. You might be wrapping up some lessons, some loose ends is what I'm hearing since 2018, 2019. For some of you, I see this might be around property, a house, okay, your stability, seeing the root chakra energy here, anything around family, security. So especially if you have Mars in the 4th house, which is related to security, family, stability, that, and we're at minute 4 here as well, that will be kind of tied into that. So definitely synchronistic. Again, you want to fine tune to specifically where the what sign is in connected to Mars. But one thing to be cognizant of, regardless of how advanced you are in your spiritual journey or not, is really when things trigger you this year, because there will be a lot of people that will be triggered. Everyone will be triggered even more than before, and you might be tested with old lessons in your reaction, and you are being guided to see, like, have you learned the lesson so you're no longer reacting. Every single month you will be hit with these different Archangel Sandalphon is correcting me in saying don't use the word hit, probably a little bit too heavy and harsh on that word, but essentially yes, you guys will experience some type of element of your Mars being challenged, triggers around your emotional emotion around anger, okay, but also around around passion, love, what you are passionate about, what you enjoy about your journey and who you are and what you're here to do. In 2025, you may see a shift from your finances as well as in your love life, and that might be you becoming single or getting into a relationship. It's basically going to be the end of an old structure that's tied to your sense of independence and codependency, whether you're learning that lesson around codependency or not. 2025 is going to challenge much of us to really be confident and comfortable in who we are. And especially with it being a Mars ruled year, a fire kind of significance popping out at us, Mars ruled to a fire sign there, we are going to see also many battles between our interpersonal relationships and our ego. And again, those challenges coming through, but it's not that it's going to be a negative year per se. I think for a lot of people in positions of power, they might perceive it that way, especially if they've been approaching things unfairly. A lot of injustice will be kind of reversed, I'm hearing. It's almost like I'm being shown, and I've definitely seen this in a video before, but I can't remember which video it is, but like a turntable, like of an old school recorder kind of device where you play those big music discs. I am so sorry if I'm not getting the word right. I should totally know this because this has been existing in my youth, but it's one of those turntable recorder device things. But I'm seeing that being kind of reversed and like reset is what I'm hearing. It's like reset so the music keeps playing. So the 2025 being the 9-year fire energy Mars year, we're going to have a reset around structure in our society, but also structure within your own journey. What needs to shift? I'm seeing a complete, it's like feng shui of humanity. 2025 is going to be the feng shui of humanity. Things will be shifted and moved around. I saw light. I don't think it got caught in the video, but I just saw light there. So I do feel that, yeah, there's an element of protection around this. This is we're on track, divine timing here, but just be forewarned, right? There's two sides to every coin with every single astrological linkage and connection, where Mars is a sort of a planet that can bring about anger and aggression and just depression, sadness, some of those low vibrational energies. We have to see the flip side. So you have to choose who are you going to be? How are you going to show up? Who is the type of person you're going to show up as in every single situation when those old lessons that you've already passed, the tests that you've already passed, come up and are resurfaced when Mercury, I'm hearing, goes retrograde again? What are you going to do about your communication? Are you and have you learned the lesson, my friends? And there is a significance to this. There's a point where you must see both sides of the coin. You can react negatively or just speak your piece. It doesn't even have to be associated with negativity. You're just speaking your truth. Or you can just, be silent. Choose not to say anything and just separate yourself from that energy. And you're going to have to decide in what situation it is, like when you need to speak your truth and when it's just better to bite your tongue because wasting your energy in that way with someone that is not going to receive it, because otherwise if they did, they would type of feeling. Like this is coming through. So yeah, emphasis on seeing both sides of the coin, understanding that Mars presents a shadow energy, and so that ego will come out in 2025 at some point, but be aware of that. Be aware of your reactions. Be aware of when someone says something, don't just respond or react right away. Just pause on it. Think on it. How is this making you feel? If it's making you feel uncomfortable, do you feel like you need to say something and speak your truth? Or is this type of situation where you're good? You can just separate your energy, So, yeah, other than that, please let me know if there's any questions. I haven't looked at the rest of the astrology, so there's going to be a lot more videos that will come up around Mars. And if I have any other updates, of course, I'll share it with you. There will be mostly videos on this page for the rest of the year because I feel that is going to be the best way that I can educate and teach and provide the tools necessary so that you also understand where I'm coming from. It also saves more time for me to just record a video and post it rather than, writing all these infographics. But we'll see how the year paces out, and I am so proud of each and every one of you. Thankful that you've all connected with me over the years. Can't wait to see what this year brings for us. And if you're interested in more like channeled messages, or you'd like to book a psychic reading, auric healing, chakra healing, you can check out my Instagram at Yasmine Yaiche. I also have my other Instagram, Door to Value. I've separated the account, so we will be building on that other account sometime later in 2025. But for now, I leave you all with my love and light, peace and wisdom, and I can't wait to chat with you all soon. Bye.